What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This video is probably long overdue, but like they say, better late than never, right? Hoping this video might help someone else that possibly could be starting a business or has a business, or you're wondering how you should figure things out. Now, my name is Wayne, this is Fade to Black. I've been tinting full time for probably around 7 years, and I was tinting part-time before that. So one of the things is, when I was in the Appleton, Fox Valley area, I was tinting out of my house and I was working full time. So it was probably around 5 or 6, 7 years I was tinting on the side, tinting for friends, tinting for people I knew. And then the time came where I was gonna move from the Fox Valley area over to the Marshfield area, where I am now in my shop. So that confused a lot of people. A lot of people thought that I left the area, I stopped tinting, and I was just gone from existence. So I knew I was gonna be moving, but I was trying to just tell people slowly and trying to inform people how I was gonna do that transition. Now, even though I tinted out of my home for most of the whole time that I was there, I still had to try to figure out, how could I continue this business? How could I continue things and still run a business even though I moved? So I had a good friend by the name of Kurt. Right now he runs Autoworx. You can look him up. I'll leave a link to his business down below. He was opening up a detail shop and he said, hey Wayne, I know you're gonna be leaving when you move, but you can come work out of my shop and you can tint some of my customers and you can tint some of your customers as well. So I was like, cool, that's awesome. So I already have my Facebook window tinting Fade to Black Facebook page. So what I did was I changed the address of that page to his location. All right. So I just changed it in Freedom, where I've always been working. I changed my business location address to his location, something like that. So basically, I still have the same Facebook page that I started that business from forever. So I continue to use that page. I still have that page right now. But now this is where things kind of changed a little bit. So when I moved to Marshfield, I didn't just want to kill that page and I didn't want to change that address to the new location, because so many people around the Fox Valley area would say, well, where'd he go? I'm looking at his address and it says Marshfield, so I can't go to Marshfield for tint. So I kept that page exactly the way it is. It's been the same Facebook page I've had for probably, I don't even know, since 2017 or something like that. It's the same page. So then what I did when I moved to Marshfield, I created a new page, all right? So I have two Facebook pages, both labeled Fade to Black. So one says Fade to Black Window Tinting and one says Fade to Black Central. So window tinting is still the Appleton, Fox Valley area, and Fade to Black Central represents Fade to Black in Central Wisconsin. It's the same person, me, and it's my same business, but I just created two different Facebook pages to reference me, because I tint at Autoworx on Tuesdays and I tint in Marshfield pretty much the rest of the time, to just keep it simple. So it seems a lot of people, when they're messaging me or looking me up, they never look at the addresses. They just hit the page, message me, and I have an auto response saying, hey, this is Wayne, this is my address, da da da, and then they get confused. They don't realize there are two separate different pages for two separate different locations, because yes, I still go back to Appleton area, Fox Valley, Freedom. I go over there and we tint at Autoworx, and I tint here. So like I said before, so when you send me a message about window tint, it'll auto-populate, it'll already give you the address. So if you're from over there and you find this page from Marshfield, it's gonna be confusing. And if you're from Marshfield and you find my Appleton Freedom area page, this is gonna get confusing as well. So that was the only way I could really figure out how to kind of separate things and let people know that I'm still available. And to this day, someone will message my page saying, oh, I thought you were in Marshfield, or oh, I thought you were in Freedom, and they'll get confused, not realizing I have two different pages. So even some of my friends and things like that will still post on a certain page that might not be closer to their location, which, hey, I greatly appreciate. If you like to follow both pages and engage in the content, I greatly appreciate that. But it does get confused for people that want to have work done or service performed by me, because they're not really sure of the location. So I try my best to post and tag locations when I'm on various different pages. So you gotta kind of pay attention to that. You gotta kind of look closely so that you'll understand I'm in Freedom and I'm also in Marshfield. And I'll try my best to be arranged at certain times so that you can get your car in or get your vehicle in and get it scheduled. So I have an app that I use for my business that will get you quoted, that can get you scheduled, and it's all in one app. And I try to use that app as much as possible because it'll send you a reminder, it'll let me know when I look at that app. It has a calendar on there, it has dates and times. So I try to use that app, but I only have one app for both locations. So it gets confusing as well. So that app will have the address based from Marshfield, but I try to tell people in the app, if they read the information, hey, if you're in a Freedom, we're gonna do it in Freedom. Just make sure you pay attention to that, because I don't wanna have someone drive from Freedom to Marshfield thinking that their appointment is scheduled, when in that app, I try to tell people and be specific, hey, we will be doing your install at the Freedom location. And then the rest of the time, if I use that app, I can see people's addresses, so I kind of know where they are. So I make sure if I get someone that wants a window tinting quote from the Fox Valley area, I look at the address and I can say, hey, just keep in mind, I'm gonna be in Freedom, so that's where we're gonna do that. But this app might say Marshfield. So I know it gets confusing, but I've been trying my best to make people aware of that. And once again, this vehicle also is telling people that yes, I still tint in Freedom. You know, I've been tinting Freedom for the last, I don't even know, 15 years or something like that. I've been tinting in Freedom the whole time. I've just reduced my schedule down to just being at Kurt's shop, Autoworx, on Tuesdays. That's the main day that I'm in Freedom working. So if you want to get your car scheduled, like I said, you have to use the app, and we make sure to work together to get vehicles scheduled on Tuesdays in Freedom. And another thing that's going to be kind of confusing is if you Google Fade to Black, you'll find a lot of different social media, but I only have one Google business page that links back to this shop. So I don't have a Google page for Freedom, I just have the Facebook page for Freedom. So it gets a little bit confusing with the social media, but basically the Freedom page is a Facebook page and the Marshfield page is a Facebook page. Those are the two different things. All my other social media kind of just runs into one. I don't use any other social media to book. I don't use Instagram, I don't use TikTok or anything like that to book appointments. I just try to use the Facebook pages to interact with customers, because that's what I found out is the best. So if someone just calls me, once again, I try to just relate them back to my Tint app so that I can see their address and their location, so I know exactly where they are, so I can figure out how to schedule them. So I know it gets a little bit confusing, but I hope that this kind of sheds some light on the two different Facebook pages and how to get a hold of me. Even if you stop here, or if you stop in Freedom asking for window tint or something like that, I'm only gonna be by appointment. I'm not usually there, and it's gonna be a slim chance you're gonna be able to stop at one of these locations and catch me, because I'm running back and forth, I'm running to places. I got other places that I run to. I got Green Bay and I got Medford and some dealership places, so I'm always running, trying my best to just help people out and provide my service with them. But I love to be in my shop here in Marshfield. This is my space. I have more room to spread out and to do some of my things. I got wheels on display, I got tint shades on display. I have all my stuff here. So of course I love to be here as much as possible. But I've built some great relationships with a lot of other people I work with, so I definitely like to go and hang out with them. So I hope that clears up some of the differences in locations, and is he still tinting and all this and type of stuff like that. Kind of just have to pay attention a little bit more. So I hope that helps shed some light on the two different areas, the two different Facebook pages, and I hope that kind of clarifies some things of how I kind of been running my business in the last so many years. Like, I didn't think I'd be running so much, but I do run. I just kind of plan it into my scheduling, I plan it into my appointments and stuff like that. And it's kind of cool because I've built up some cool relationship with people, and I like to go help them out. So if this makes sense, or if this was any helpful to you, man, please give the video a like down below. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Subscribing is free. I have a lot more content coming. I was blasting out a ton of YouTube shorts lately, and I still want to have some full long form videos coming up as well. So look down in the description, because I'm going to have both of those Facebook pages with both the different locations in the description. Until next time, stay faded. Thanks for watching. Peace.